What's up guys, it's Khalib, and if you remember pretty well, you remember a while ago I made a video about piston mechanics and piston duping in Bedrock Edition 1.7. And today I'm going to give an update to that and some new findings I've had. So originally I showcased this machine that we have right here, and this is the one we have built on the OXO 1.7 SMP. But there are quite a few problems with this. First of all, Dust is extremely laggy in Bedrock 1.7. It acts the same as in earlier versions of Java, where it gives an update for each time it depowers, which creates a lot of static lag. And then, of course, you have the usual Bedrock culprits, which are pistons being laggy and observers being laggy, and the light updates these torches give off. So this machine is extremely laggy and not really very space efficient. But it's the one that we built since it's the one I made first. And then I updated it to be more space efficient with this thing, which you can't really add a collection on very easily, so it's not very good. And it has quite a lot of observers and pistons. You'll see the one constant is I use this same layout right here. So I'll push the sticky piston. It'll get powered as I try to pull it back. And then if it gets into the weird state where it's flashing, I will push it upwards and it will go into its own head and break itself. And this is for a reset if I need. Little did I know, you don't really need a reset just because it clocks anyway, and this is a sticky piston in the back. So this doesn't even really matter. You can see like this is some pretty primitive technology. But I continued with that layout into a better machine here, which uses a lot of observers, is not very space efficient, but it's leaps and bounds better than the last machine I had. It uses more solid state redstone, it's dustless, which is great, but again, it uses this same layout. So the other day I had a thought, what if instead of having it where this piston pushes back up after it enters the funny animation, which can be, as shown here, inconsistent and uses a lot of piston actions at once, we just have a sideways piston and then push it into its own head after it enters the animation. And that's what I have here. Compared to this, this is the layout. It's this simple, and you can change it to a sticky piston if you want. Literally took off 2 pistons in the easiest way possible, and I don't know how I didn't think of this before. So we've gone from this to literally just this. So all I do is push the piston forward, activate it while pulling to get it to enter the weird state sometimes, and then pulse it again to push it back into itself. And that's what we have here. So if I try a few times to try to get it to dupe, it'll probably happen soon. You can see this is very fast, very small, fast reset. It uses a good amount of observers, but yep, there it is. But it's still not a lot. And this is all the wiring that there is. So all that happens is we long pulse this piston with the 3-tick repeater so that this piston stays out long enough out front. And then right as this depowers, this observer will trigger the piston. So it will either just get pulled without powering, extend and stay here, or it will enter the weird state. Then we pull it back. After that, we've got a circuit on top with some observer spam to go around here, and then it will make the piston pulse real quick and just push it back out, and it will go into its own head and break itself and dupe. In order to do that, we have fence gates so that any pistons that dupe from above can just slide down once it opens. Simple as that. And yeah, that's all to the setup. It's very dense, as you can see here. I've made a setup. It's very compact, way more compact than any of my past iterations. Doesn't use any torches, so there's minimal light updates. The only problem is it does use a lot of observers. So say you had a giant tower of these, you would have to activate one module, then wait, and then activate the next module a few seconds later, and wait, and all the way down, and repeat, just so pending ticks don't build up and, like, do weird stuff, because yay, Bedrock. We love this game. As we can see here, it can be clocked really fast. Yeah. So this is all it's doing, it's just pushing it back into itself, and it dupes that easily. And even with just this many pistons, this thing absolutely cranks out results. So they're coming at a very steady rate. And honestly, I might even do something unheard of for me and go on SMP just to build this, because this is just so much better. Less item proofing, so items can't fly out as easily, more dense wiring, and just more efficient in every way, except for observer usage is really good. But yeah, that's really all. I just wanted to give a quick update video on this. I challenge you guys to actually try to find a way to compact this, if any, or find some better layouts, because I still believe this can be optimized, even though I'm not working on it very actively. That's all. See you later.